Scorpio, happy December. This is your monthly love reading. So I'm going to pull an oracle card for the overall kind of theme, tone, possibility, what's going on. And then pull some romance cards and then move into the tarot to dive deeper into your energy, advice, all the things. So if that sounds super to you, please do keep on watching. All right, so interesting. The card that came out is Let It Go. So it says release the past, forgive, soften, move forward. And I love that because December, we have the last of that trilogy of super full new moons. And that energy is powerful. So if there are any last bits and bobs that you need to release, perfect time, let it go. It's also the last month of 2025, which is a completion year. So clean up aisle 9. So fresh, new beginnings, new chapters, new cycles, new tomes in 2026. So looking forward to it. But I also love that it's about softening, because I think a lot of times when we go through, sorry, I think I just scared the one cat. When we go through transitions and we might feel a little raw from them, we can forget as we come out of it, after we integrate, to soften, or that we are, the wiser you are, the softer you can be, if that makes sense. The more light you hold, the softer you can be. But don't take that to mean that you're a doormat. That's not the same. Like, you still have strong boundaries, but there's a softness that you cultivate. All right. So hilarious about moving forward and so on and so forth, because 3 cards popped out. So the first one that popped out was dreams, and says, look to your dreams. They hold all the answers you seek. Okay. I love that. Then we have baggage. Emotional baggage can weigh down relationships. Unpack it. So to me, this speaks to that whole release part from this card, right? They're definitely connected. And then the third card that popped out is wedding. Taking your relationship to the next level, one step at a time. So yeah, release, let go, soften, then the magic happens. Then you move forward. Then you have a new level. I am here for all of it. And I know as Scorpios, you are no stranger to transformation and transition, and you know, it's what you do, man. It's who you are. You're like, this is old hat, right? So let go with love, bless it. Thank you for the lessons, because you are moving up. You have good things to look forward to, right? And I love that, you know, holding or looking to your dreams, because, you know, you're very intuitive by nature, very connected to your emotions. And so dreams are a good time to kind of gather info, if you will. So I love that little advice. All right. So what's going on with your recent past, current energy, potential? Where do we want this? Which one is this? Okay. Over there. Oh, interesting. Sorry, I was just asking and listening there. Okay, so. Okay, here we go. Rock and roll. Oh, what? Okay. Okay, so the card that kind of jumped out, so we'll see where she goes, because I'm looking at this overall picture here, and this is juicy. You know what? It's juicy. I would not expect a lame reading for, not that any reading's lame, but you know, a snoozer or any type of reading like that for a Scorpio. Nah. So it's interesting is we have the Queen of Wands, right? So fiery vixen, very intuitive though, because she has the cat there. It's fascinating because I think she came out in that same kind of position for another reading earlier, which always fascinates me when there are coincidences, well, synchronicities, because there are no coincidences on this channel. Okay, now, what's interesting is in the recent past, either there is a sense of walking away or letting it go, which once again, what's the theme right now? Letting it go, putting it down, because we start off with the 8 of Cups. And that can be leaving, you know, something behind. And in this sense, I do feel that it is some type of emotional attachment or emotional baggage. So honestly, once again, that just confirms this first card, or one of the cards that came out of that. Through this process, though, you have developed this enormous strength, or maybe have a deeper understanding of awareness of the strength that you do. And honestly, the strength, and to me also relates to the Queen of Wands, because she's not one that's going to get pushed around, right? She's the life of the party. She's in her power, right? She's looking at you like head on. She is not... she's not here to play, right? I mean, she's here to have fun as well, but you get what I'm saying. And so from this, what's interesting is then we have the 6 of Pentacles. So it's like, then you get balanced again. So whatever, it's almost like you were giving your power away, or that's what I'm getting. Like you were giving too much power to, I want to say another person. And if it wasn't the person, it could be to some type of emotion, whether regrets coming in or grief, but it's like you were giving too much to that. So eventually, like enough is enough. We're done here. We're not going to feed that anymore. You realize like, oh gosh, I didn't think I would be able to let that go, or something along those lines. You get this strength, and then like there's a balance that gets restored. I feel like for some of you, it may have been really causing maybe some physical symptoms. I don't know, maybe some exhaustion or mental exhaustion, or yeah, maybe you felt like you had to rest for a minute, but it feels like if you're not 100% of that, you will be soon. So what's interesting is being in that space kind of had you at like a standstill, right? Like there was no movement, because of course you couldn't, because you were giving so much energy to, you know, like I said, either this person or a certain emotion. Like it really feels like there was one certain emotion that you were feeling. Now, once again, this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If this isn't you, perfect. But then what's interesting is then when I come down, it's almost like you needed that standstill moment to have that break, so that, because then what comes in is the 10 of Pentacles, which is like the completion. This is like one of the dream come true cards, right? So I guess what I'm saying is like, don't kind of, we can have a tendency to be like a little hard on ourselves if maybe we were stuck in something too long, but everything in divine timing. And then what's interesting then is you have, it's so funny. So then we have the 9 of Cups, but then at the end we have the 2 of Pentacles, and then we also have the 2 of Swords. So there's a decision yet to be made by you, and I'm here for it. So, and I don't know, what's interesting is it feels like it is about a person but it really isn't. It's really about you. And that's empowering, and not in like some weird way. There is something that you get from this that no other person can give to you. It's actually really awesome. And then kind of like what's in the subconscious, unconscious position is we have the moon. And what's interesting, because I feel like, you know, the 8 of Swords, we have the blindfold, the 2 of Swords, we have the blindfold. So there was something, and maybe you couldn't see how much of an energy drain this person was or this emotion was. But like I said, balance gets restored. There is balance. There's another decision you've yet to make, like I said, but I'm here for it. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have Judgment. And to me, that's fabulous because once again, that there's a balancing, there's like this karmic cycle completion, and it feels really good. And then under that, then we get the Page of Cups. So this balancing then leads to like a new level of love. So to me, you know, it depends on the reading, but what I like about this is the page can be a new level, a new beginning, you know, a message, and it really does speak to the moving forward of the first card. And what I also love about the moon is I really feel that that relates to the dreams as well, right? Because the moon comes out at night when we dream, but we are more affected by the moon than we may think. So this feels really empowering. I know that it really feels like this is more about you than the other person. And that's, you know what? We learn through our relationships, especially our intimate relationships. But it's like you do get, you know, because you have the 10 of Pentacles. So it's like you get what you want, but really the focus is all about you and you getting clear, you having the inner harmony, you making those decisions in an empowered way. Like you get the information, trusting your instincts, letting go of what doesn't serve you anymore. And you're just going to be like a more, you know, badass version of yourself, right? So let's just pull some angel cards for any last minute. Like, this is so amazing. I'm like starting to sweat. I'm like, oh my God, this feels so good. Like, it's interesting because I feel like you didn't expect to be in this spot, but here you are. And once you're on the other side of it, you're going to be like, oh, yes, new levels unlocked, right? Okay. Oh, goodness. So the first one that came out is Shift. And it says, take a look at your life and see which areas need to be shifted to bring you more joy. It says priorities, which to me, that goes back to this releasing and letting go. Once again, let go of what isn't serving you anymore. And then, what did I say about the balance, restored, all those other things? Because then you got balance, right? Honestly, I couldn't make this up if I wanted to. I wish I were cool like that, but no, I love it. Like all the confirmations, all the synchronicities. So you continue to be your fabulous, badass self and get that inner balance. And then everything else just, you know, flows from that. I love this. It really, it's super empowering. And it is moving forward with this empowerment, and there's a grace about it. It's not like it's some immature, like, oh, it really, there's a grace in this. And that is really beautiful. So Thank you so much for watching. Always an honor. Sending Venusian blessings. Gives me a thumbs up, subscribe, like all the things, and have a magnificent December. And until next time, ciao.